Lock those doors, shut those windows, and most definitely close those blinds. In the late 1980s and early 90s, a terrifying home invader wreaked havoc on families in the state of Victoria, Australia. With an affinity for young girls, the man who became known as Mr. Cruel slowly and deliberately escalated his crimes until it all came to a blood-curdling end. And the search for answers still continues. I'm Mike.
I'm Ian.
And I'm Dave. If you thought you'd already heard the worst Australia had to offer, stick around. I've got one word for you. Nar. This is Necronomipod.
Dave, you excited about this episode?
Nar. Nar.
That was not correct. No.
Nar.
I wish I remember that guy's name from Instagram. Give him credit. Well, at least we'll have fun with that aspect of the show.
Very hard pronunciation. I don't know where that comes from, but nar.
When you did that off air, I was real confused. Like, what is that? Why are you doing that?
What are you saying?
Nar.
The Australian mouth is not capable of going, oh.
It's because all the Fosters swilling around in their mouth when they're speaking, probably.
And in their blood. It's in their blood, too. What was the last Australian show we did? Was it the fucking, that town?
Patty?
So, yeah.
Patty Moriarty?
Yeah.
Poor Patty.
He just talked shit one too many times.
Yeah.
And meat pies, right? That was the
Meat
big
pies.
thing.
Yeah, meat pies.
And the fact that in that documentary, they are all just fucking drunks.
Oh, they sit out in the sun all day and drink.
All 12 of them that live there.
You want a glass of water instead? No.
They don't know what water is.
That documentary is so funny. I like they're like talking about the zoo in town and stuff. Like the way the documentary is portraying it or how it's being talked about. It's like, oh, it sounds like it's kind of cool. And then they showed it. It's just like a fucking rundown pool that's all green and shit with an alligator.
Like, yeah, that's amazing.
Wow. Do they even need zoos with all the fucking crazy ass spiders they have running around down there?
Country's a open range zoo.
The kangaroos going on. Like, no, just the most zoo thing about that documentary was the town itself and those people.
That's right.
This was a change in the schedule. How did you find this one?
Dave, you sent this.
I was reading about it on Reddit. I'm like, oh shit, that's a fucked up story there, buddy.
Yeah.
I haven't had a subject make me stop and take a break because it was too rough, and I'm like, I need to do something fun because this is kind of fucked up. And two, actually make me nervous, like make me want to lock my doors and like make sure my windows are locked and shit.
And close your blinds.
Absolutely, close your blinds.
Well, we got a good thorough episode here, so we just dive in.
Sure.
Now that you've teased it with that.
Around 4 a.m. on August 22nd, 1987, a family of four in Lower Plenty was asleep when Mr. Cruel, as he will become known, broke into their home. He quietly broke a living room window at the front of the house to get in. Lower Plenty, this is like Victoria, like Melbourne kind of area.
Yeah, a suburb of Melbourne.
Yeah.
Melbourne, Ian, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did I say?
We don't want to offend the illiterate.
What did
Melbourne.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's probably like Melbourne. I bet it's pronounced Melbourne.
Is it though, or is it just like Nar?
No.
Yeah.
It's where our friend Shannon Martinez restaurant's at. Melbourne.
Yeah.
Melbourne.
I don't know. Now you just sound like a dorky American trying to be cool.
Mr. Cruel was wearing a navy blue balaclava with an open face, yellow gloves, like ones used for dishwashing, like the rubber ones, and a blue waterproof zip-up jacket under a brown tweed one. His jeans and sneakers were in good shape. His hair was grayish brown with dandruff, and it was kind of sticking out from under the balaclava. The family later on guessed that he was between 5'10" and 6 foot with a slim to medium build. He had a handgun, a kitchen knife, 4 sets of handcuffs, red and white nylon cord, and a small gray bag that's kind of described like a kid's book bag. He also brought 3 rolls of colored electrical tape, red, green, and blue, plus a roll of elastoplast surgical tape. Once inside, Mr. Kroll headed straight to the parents' bedroom. He handcuffed their hands and ankles, making them lie on their stomachs. He said, "Be quiet, don't move, or I'll hurt someone."
So 4 a.m., assume they were asleep in their bed.
Mm-hmm. And so already, very tactical thing. Immediately in there, immediately has them handcuffed.
Yep.
Then he woke their 7-year-old son and an 11-year-old daughter, bringing them into the same room. He switched the parents' restraints to the nylon cord. He tied the boy to the bed and bound the girl's hands. He gagged everyone with electrical tape and blindfolded the kids using the surgical tape. Mr. Kroll said that he was there to rob them and demanded cash, clothes, a first aid kit, food, and then he wanted to shower and shave. He then asked about the father's clothing size, claiming it matched his own. The family said that his voice was deep, kind of rough, but he also had a nervousness to it. And everyone says there's no accent, so he's Australian.
Okay.
He made the parents sit and kneel inside a wardrobe, covering them with a blanket. He used the bedroom phone to make a phone call, calling someone bozo and threatening the kids, like, if I do that, then I'll have to kill the kids. And it's believed that this was some type of a ruse, that no phone call was actually made. Like this was some kind of a scare tactic, maybe.
Make them think he was serious.
Yeah, I don't know. He secured the wardrobe with a shoe rack and turned up the radio to 3KZ at super high volume, jacked it up. Mr. Kroll took the 11-year-old girl into another room and sexually assaulted her. He asked her name and age, mistakenly calling her Kate numerous times. Afterward, he made her brush her teeth and bathe, then took her to the kitchen, and he helped himself to, they had leftover lamb in the refrigerator, so he ate that with some biscuits and milk and orange juice. He took the girl back to the living room where he sexually assaulted her again before leaving her in a chair. The girl said that his breath was musty and he had really soft hands. Mr. Kroll checked on the rest of the family before bringing the girl into another room. He tied her ankles with nylon cord and made her sit in a chair and said, "I'm going out now. Count to 100 slowly, and then you can free your parents." Before leaving, he cleaned up the broken glass in the living room and ripped the telephone from the wall. Once the girl heard the front door close, she freed herself and her family. So that was at 6 a.m., and this whole thing lasted 2 hours. So that's fucking terrifying.
Man. Do you think it was a random home invasion or targeted? He had watched his family before. I guess we'll get into that.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
We'll see later on. He's a very smart criminal.
Based on that description, it seemed like he kind of knew what he was doing, going like the parents first and then back to get the kids.
Yeah, and if he targeted just that girl, like,
Yeah.
that's who he was there for.
Why did he clean the glass in the living room? It's a very weird thing to
Polite. He didn't want anyone
But
to
then
stub
rip the
their
phone off
toe
the
on
wall.
it.
And you already get the sense, too, that he's real into or aware of forensics and stuff because he made the girl take a bath and stuff.
Yeah.
Not our typical stupid, like Charles Ng criminal.
No.
Perhaps a guy who had a background in law enforcement.
Maybe.
Military, law enforcement, something like that.
Just
Yeah.
working theories here.
Sure.
The following items were stolen from the house: a red, black, and yellow tartan shirt for men, Roger David pants with a waist size of 32 to 33 inches, a navy blue parka with fake black fur trim, which from what I read is was unique in Australia. Like that's a standout thing.
That's what the cool people wear?
It didn't sound like it.
It is unique in Australia, so it doesn't really fit in.
Right.
Okay.
So if you saw this guy walking around with it, that would stand out.
Got it.
$250 in cash, an 18-karat gold diamond ring, engagement ring with 4132 stamped inside, a Gillette safety razor, a dark brown vinyl bag, and a rare box set of classical music records by the London Philharmonic Orchestra labeled Classic Gold. So that was 87. We're going to fast forward to the evening of December 26th, 1988. The Wills family got back to their home around 10 p.m. John and Julie Wills tucked their 4 daughters into bed with 10-year-old Sharon on the top bunk. John didn't go to bed till almost 4:50 a.m., about an hour before sunrise. John suffered from insomnia, so he was up doing a jigsaw puzzle, trying to get tired and relax.
Whiskey helps. Maybe a Xanax.
There you go.
3 bottles of red wine. You'll be sleeping like a baby, John.
3 bottles.
I'm just trying to get you to sleep. I don't care. I mean, tomorrow's tomorrow for you. You want to sleep? Here's my recommendations. 3 bottles of wine, a Xanax, and a shot of whiskey. Let me know how you feel.
Solid advice, pal.
He's going to sleep.
One way or another. You don't need those puzzles no more. You're going to sleep.
If that doesn't work, come on over. I'll come over and put you in a sleeper hold. Shh. I got this head locked up. I'm like, shh.
It's your carotid artery. It works every time.
That could be like your new business. You just show up and put people in sleeper holds.
He's like, thanks, man, but why are your pants off? It's like, shh, shh. Then I just leave. I don't do anything. I prefer my pants off. I work better.
You work best. Right?
Pantsless. Yeah.
In all his businesses, he works best pantless.
Mm-hmm. Regardless of what it is.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
My pants are off right now.
So you brought it up before about him watching the house, Dave.
Yeah.
Police, that's what they, he is watching these houses. So police do believe that Mr. Cruel had been watching this house since the family got home that night. So he waited for like 7 hours before attacking. Around 5:20 a.m., he slipped a piece of newspaper to push the key out of the back door lock, slipping through the gap beneath the door to let himself in. Once inside, Mr. Kroll went straight to the parents' bedroom, turned on the light, and startled John and Julie awake. He was dressed in dark blue overalls, along with gloves and a black balaclava with some white and possibly red stitching around the eye and mouth holes. And that's where we get that terrifying sketch from, where when I first saw it, before I started reading about this story, I thought it was like a leather mask with like zips, like zippers around it, maybe. Whoever drew that did a poor job of stitching, but
It's almost like the picture makes it look like one of those, like a GIMP mask or something like that.
Yeah.
Like it does. It just looks like the eyes are stitched up and the mouth is like zippered.
Well, imagine you're asleep in your bed and you wake up to that shit. 5 seems late. I've always read that like hit teams, whatever, or you want to snatch someone going around 4 o'clock. It's when people are most off guard and asleep, and it's the best time to do a home invasion type thing.
I think he was probably just waiting for John to go to bed.
Right. And this guy stayed up so late, so.
He'll be really asleep after 3 bottles of wine and a Xanax and a shot of whiskey. Or my infamous sleeper
puzzle.
hold. Or my infamous sleeper hold. Or you could try them. Why try a puzzle when Mike can put you to sleep?
That's your tagline. Insomniac, put that puzzle away and let Mike lean on your carotid artery, fellow.
Be doing Sergeant Slaughter, the old Cobra clutch.
There you go. That'd be all right.
Oh, that might have been his camel clutch. What did he call his sleeper? I can't remember. Something.
Cobra.
But the Cobra clutch might have been when he actually did like the camel clutch. Like that was his version of it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember. The $1 Million Dream. Also that. We'll go with that one.
All right.
Yeah, okay. Go with that one.
Either way, they're going night-night.
Later on, the family said that they thought he was between 5'8" and 5'11", and described Mr. Cruel as slim to medium build. Judging by his voice, they guessed his age would be like in the mid-20s to early 30s. He came carrying a bag, flashlight, knife, and handgun. When Julie screamed for her kids to get out, Mr. Kroll pressed the gun to John's head and asked her, "You're not going to be a hero, are you?" He made the parents lie on their stomachs and tied their hands and feet with copper electrical wire, demanding money. He took $35 from John's wallet and then cut the phone cord using some pliers that he found in the house. I think the money thing is always some type of a ruse too. Like, he has no intentions of, like, he doesn't want money.
Just throwing him off the trail,
Yeah.
make it look like a robbery.
So Sharon, the little girl, woke up to her mom screaming. When Mr. Kroll came into her room, he put a flashlight in her face and called her by her name. So he came in that house knowing her name.
Oh, boy.
Oh. She pretended to be asleep, but he said, "Wake up, get up." And then he went through Sharon's wardrobe, picking out several items of clothing. He took cream-colored underwear, a knee-length cotton nightgown, red tartan pleated skirt, a white singlet, and blue children's flip-flops. He then led Sharon out of her room. On the way, he grabbed John's brown and black checkered lumber jacket and had Sharon put it over her nightgown. He also picked up a shirt from the laundry basket and bundled some clothes inside it. About 8 minutes after entering the house, Mr. Kroll left with Sharon. So again, very tactical, quick.
In and out.
Outside, Sharon started to scream. Mr. Kroll stuffed a red ball into her mouth, but took it out after she promised to be quiet and not scream again. He told Sharon that he wouldn't hurt her and said that he'd return her in the morning after he got a ransom. Mr. Kroll blindfolded her, picked her up, set her down briefly, then carried her again to a car where he placed her on the floor of the passenger side. The car smelled clean, but it seemed old. Sharon noticed that it had bucket seats, a low glove box, and a hump in the center floor for where like a gear stick would go. The interior was cream colored, including the carpet, door panels, armrests, and pressed down locks. As dawn got near, Mr. Kroll realized that Sharon could see under her blindfold, so he stopped the car, taped the blindfold securely to her head, and covered her with a blanket. The drive continued for a bit before the car stopped in a driveway.
I'm starting to not like Mr. Kroll one bit.
He's not a good guy. The name fits.
He's a very cruel man. I don't even know
Who would've thought,
why we
Mike?
dignify him with the Mister. We should call him dipshit cruel.
Dipshit cruel. Fuckboy cruel.
Yeah, fuck, you, sir, are no Mister.
You're an ass clown cruel.
Yeah. Everything we call Declan is
It
cruel.
maps over to Mr. Cruel.
Yeah, it's cruel.
Once there, Mr. Kroll carried Sharon inside the house and placed her on a bed. He replaced her blindfold with adhesive eye patches and turned the radio set to station 3TT. After leading her to the bathroom, he told her to brush her teeth and take a bath. Once she was clean, he took her back to the bedroom and sexually assaulted her. Sharon heard the 7 a.m. news broadcast in 2 low-flying planes during this whole ordeal. Afterward, Mr. Kroll gave her a glass of milk and a stale Vegemite sandwich. He then connected her to the bed by her neck with a leash before leaving for a while. While he was gone, Sharon managed to look under her blindfold and saw a wooden tripod and a camera set up at the foot of the bed.
Fuck, man. How old is this girl?
10.
10. It's like a fucking kiddie porn production ring. Oh.
And so this one's clearly escalated from the first family.
Yeah.
So you almost, and there was what, a year and a half between the two. You almost wonder what else was going on then
Right.
in that time. Because this is a big escalation.
Yeah, he took someone.
Yeah. I mean, he raped the young girl in both cases, but this time abducted the one.
So do we presume he filmed the first one too?
Oh, they didn't say anything about
in their
that.
house.
I don't know.
But
Maybe he took pictures or something.
Yeah.
He could have because they were blindfolded.
Right.
Yeah.
They would have never known that.
Yeah.
Oh.
When Mr. Kroll got back, he took the leash off Sharon and had her take another bath. He sexually assaulted her in a different room and then took her back to bathe again, repeating this several times. In between, he kept a close watch on her, gave her another sandwich with some lemonade, and took her to the bathroom whenever she needed it. Eventually, he got ready to let her go. Mr. Cruel told Sharon to shower, clip her nails, and brush and floss her teeth. So super aware of forensics. He then dressed her in a shirt from the Will's laundry and wrapped her in garbage bags, leaving a hole for her to breathe. Once he got Sharon into the car, Mr. Cruel struggled to start it and was complaining about how stolen cars didn't work right. Around 11:15 p.m., a white Commodore Vacationer sedan with 3 blue stripes on its side was seen near Mountain Highway in Bayswater. This is thought to be Mr. Cruel with Sharon in the car with him. Eventually, he stopped, carried Sharon a bit, and let her go near Bayswater High School. He told her not to look at him and to walk to a nearby Food Plus store. Soon after, a woman found Sharon standing at the corner of Orchard and Armstrong Roads, which is near that store. Sharon told her who she was and that she had been taken from her home that morning. The woman called the police and took care of Sharon until they got there.
Oof.
Thank God he let her go, right?
Wow, this is nuts. Oh, yeah. He didn't have to.
Typically, that wouldn't happen.
No, that's a very odd thing.
I
Especially for someone who's very careful.
Yeah. Like, is he guilty? Does he not want to kill them?
Yeah. Yeah, because he hasn't killed anybody yet that we know of.
Yeah, we know of.
That's where he draws the line.
Well,
yeah. We still have
I'm just
7
saying,
pages.
right now, that is where he's drawing the line.
So fast forward 2 years now to 1990. On the evening of Tuesday, July 3rd, 1990, Brian and Rosemary Linus were picked up by friends around 7:50 p.m. for a farewell gathering, leaving their daughters, 13-year-old Nicola and 15-year-old Fiona, at home alone. The Linuses were from England, and they had been living in Australia for the past year or so. Sounded like they were there for work reasons, something along those lines. I also saw it reported that they were going to be leaving the country the next day. Some said that week, but either way, they were supposed to be back in England soon. Like on previous nights that the girls stayed home alone, they ordered pizza. It arrived at 10:05, and by 11 p.m., the girls were asleep. At 11:20 p.m., Mr. Cruel broke in through a window in the empty parents' bedroom. He was wearing gloves and a dark green balaclava with cream stitching around the eyes and mouth.
they have good pizza in Australia, you think?
No.
You don't think so? No. He's quick quick on that one. All right.
Domino's.
Why were you so quick on that?
Like I'm trying to really be fair. But when I think of like do you think there'd be good pizza in Australia?
I don't know.
I'm sure
I
there's
think it's
plenty.
possible,
I'm sure there's
yeah.
plenty of good places.
Yeah, there's got to be, right?
Yeah.
What are they known for?
Kangaroo meat,
Is it
Foster's,
the camel meat pies?
hillbilly activity, big spiders,
Shrimp on the Barbie.
shrimp on the Barbie. Yeah. That about sums it up.
Probably toilet wine, right? Because prison, penal colony.
That's true. Hooch.
Hooch.
Yeah, probably some good hooch. They probably have good pizza. I don't know. It's probably the same, I guess if I was from there, or if I was Australian, I'd look at the U.S. and be like, no, they don't have good fucking pizza.
Yeah.
Like they don't have anything good over there. They have high crime rate over there.
High cholesterol and
Yeah.
high crime.
Well, but then I'd be like, they're pretty fat. They might have some good pizza. Talking about us, at least.
Yeah.
I wonder what the name of one of their pizza places are. Like how we have east of Chicago.
Dominars.
No. East of Sydney.
All right.
East of Sydney pizza.
Yeah.
They probably have some good pizza. I'm being prejudiced. They're like, oh, it's great. With this place Domino's, it's great. Enough said. Enough said.
Domino's is universally bad. I'm sure they have
Probably.
Domino's over there. It can't be good. It's got to be worse.
They have it over in the UK, right? I think I've seen it over there. How is Domino's a global brand?
Because it was like the first one. One of the first ones.
But people haven't figured it out yet?
I guess not.
Were they before Pizza Hut even?
It was around that same time. I think they were the first one.
I don't know.
Damn.
I watched that History Channel series, like the
Pizza
men
Wars.
who built, all that stuff. The food that built America, or whatever it was. It's a good show. I don't remember. It was one of those Domino's or Pizza Hut. Like it was the same kind of era, if I recall.
But I'm sure it is very different depending on where you go.
Yeah. Is
Right,
it though?
like
I'm
don't
ashamed
know.
to
I've
admit,
heard-
when I was in London, I ate at a Pizza Hut buffet for lunch in Piccadilly one time because
Did it and it tasted the same?
It was awful. It was disgusting.
Yeah, but I don't hate Pizza Hut. I don't think it's the best, but I don't hate it here.
It was terrible.
I like Pizza Hut.
Well, but you said it was a buffet.
It was one of
Pizza
those lunch
buffets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
pizza
not
buffets
good.
are not
No,
great.
it was not good.
I don't know, dude. That Pizza Hut buffet is super good.
Not
But
there,
that was when we
wasn't
were
it?
kids, right?
Yeah.
And did you see they're bringing it back? I think.
Oh, really?
And I'm afraid to try it because I think I'm going to be like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Pizza Hut when you ate there was great when you were a kid. They had the salad bar and
Yeah, that's what I'm
pictures of
Yeah.
soda or beer and
But like again, I think it's the nostalgia thing. Like I bet
is that what it is? It wasn't really good.
allegedly they're bringing it back to some. I would be very interested to try that.
I would as
We'll do
well.
a cool down media business
Oh
lunch.
yeah, I'm always
At a
up for
pizza
that.
buffet, and we'll get nothing done after the first half hour because we'll be so fucking full and tired. All right, let us know. We have a bunch of Australian listeners. Let us know what the best pizza places are.
Yeah.
So Mr. Kroll made his way to Fiona's room. He found both girls sleeping. Nicola woke up to a long serrated kitchen knife tapping her head. Mr. Kroll threatened her, saying, "See this? It's a really sharp knife." In his other hand, he held a small handgun with a wooden handle, saying, "This is a real gun. It shoots real bullets, blows your heads off." Which blow your heads off is a thing that people who believe that he's a member of law enforcement say that this is like if a cop was talking about shooting, they would say blow your heads off.
Interesting.
Yeah.
First clue.
It's also very close to a line from Lethal Weapon as well, which came out a couple years before this. Mel Gibson's, but do you remember the movies well? Not
Yeah.
so much. When he's buying a Christmas tree and they're doing a Coke deal and he throws his badge on the table and goes, "That's a real badge. I'm a real cop and this is a real fucking gun." Just saying.
What that? Mel Gibson, Australian. What?
I think
No.
Did we just solve this case? We're close. We're getting close to solving this one.
Demanding money, Mr. Kroll said, "Get the cash, use." That's another thing that I saw people were talking about, like geographical. The fact that he said use, that it's like a
y'all, yuns
right,
type
yens.
thing. Yins.
Ties into a specific area of Australia.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you ever say yins?
Yeah. I've
He
pushed
still
it,
does.
I pushed
Does
it
he?
down.
I've heard him say yins.
Yeah. I push it
I
down.
haven't heard that. I might black that out of my mind. Like, nope. I'm gonna pretend he didn't just call me yins.
I say it to my kids all the time.
He's like that Chevelle song. He sends the phrase below. He sends the pain below. Much like suffocating. He just wants to say yins. He wants to get it out.
The other one I've pushed down is putting S's on the end of everything. That is so hard to do.
Kmart's and Walmart's.
Yeah, dude, it's hard. I lived my whole life thinking it was Blockbusters, and I was pretty shocked when I found out that there wasn't really an S on
You
it.
got Mandela.
Oh boy.
I do that with Aldi. I call it Aldi's all the time.
I don't say Walmart's. I'm not that bad.
Going up to the drug marts.
Yins need anything at the Walmarts while I'm up there? Some cold mozzarella for your pizza later? You ain't got to cook it?
So after he demanded the cash, Mr. Kroll led the girls to their parents' bedroom. He went through Brian Linus's wallet, ignoring $4,000 in traveler's checks. So again, he's not there for a financial thing. He made the girls lie face down on the bed, hog-tied Fiona with galvanized wire, and took Nicola to the kitchen. He searched Rosemary's purse, taking her driver's license, Medicare card, and a credit card. Mr. Kroll then cut the phone line and took the family's car keys from their usual spot, which makes some people believe that he knew the house layout beforehand because they were a family that kept their keys in like a, some people just like have a specific spot for their keys. Yeah. That it wouldn't have been easy to find unless he knew about this. Mr. Kroll told Nicola to get dressed in her school coat and packed several of her clothing items into a Ken Doan beach bag, including a pink and white striped dress, a school summer uniform, school tracksuit pants, a bunch of underwear, 4 pairs of white cotton socks, a green and white striped t-shirt, a Melbourne Football Club beanie, a pleated white tennis skirt, a school jumper, and blue and green knee-high stockings. Mr. Kroll asked the girls about what their dad's job was and told Fiona that he was taking Nicola for a $25,000 ransom. He said he'd call their dad the next morning with instructions. At 11:47 p.m., Mr. Kroll left the house with Nicola, putting her in the front seat of the Linus' family car. He pulled her beanie over her eyes and told her to crouch under the dashboard. After driving a short distance, he stopped to tape her eyes and put a balaclava over her head, warning her, "If you try to see, it will be very dangerous for you." He ditched the Linus' car about an estimated 300 yards away and walked Nicola to another vehicle. She described it as an older 4-door car with bucket seats, a floor gear shift, and carpeted interior. And the radio was set to KZ-FM.
And he took the younger girl, just to clarify, if you don't remember the age of. Which has to be just
13?
13. Her 15-year-old sister, Oh, just helpless and taking your sister like that.
Yeah, you're in shock.
No.
Have to be.
No.
Nicola guessed the drive was about 10 to 15 minutes with stops and starts, though some sources say it was like 45 minutes. Either way, her parents got home sometime between 12 and 12:30 a.m. So it's kind of like just after she was taken. Like they kind of just missed it. When the car finally stopped, Mr. Kroll led Nicola up a driveway, through a kitchen, and into a bedroom with a radio playing. He took the tape off her eyes, replacing with cotton pads, and told her, "Keep your eyes shut if you want to stay alive." He then made her bathe and told her to clean herself thoroughly. Afterward, he connected her to the bed by her neck using the leash and fell asleep next to her.
All right, that's a change in MO.
Taking a nap.
It's exhausted after all this hard work.
I can't even imagine the amount of fear going through this kid's head.
My God.
That would be awful.
Early the next morning, Nicola heard 9 jets fly overhead.
So same house, maybe? Right by the airport?
A lot of airplanes.
Clue number 2.
We're honing in on this thing. We're going to have this solved. We're not even halfway through.
Throughout the day, Mr. Kroll moved Nicola between the bathroom, kitchen, and bedroom. He dressed her in her school uniform, saying he had a thing for schoolgirls and that he had followed her home. The next day, he made her bathe again and changed her into a tennis skirt. He called her Missy and Nikki. By Thursday afternoon, he said he was looking for a place to let her go. Mr. Kroll mentioned having a friend, but Nicola never saw anyone else. He came back with a Sun newspaper and seemed amused by the news coverage of his crimes. He watched the Linus family press conference with Nicola and joked, like, "You think you're worth $25,000?
Wow. God damn. Taunting.
Living up to his name.
Mr. Cruel.
Dipshit Kroll.
That evening, Mr. Kroll got Nicola ready for release. He made her shower again and stand on a sheet to avoid leaving any evidence. He wrapped her in another sheet and put her on the passenger side floor of his car, again complaining about it not starting and saying that it was stolen. After driving for a while, the car stopped, and he walked with her for a few minutes before leaving Nicola in some bushes near an SEC substation. Around 2 a.m. on Friday morning, so this is 50 hours after all of this started. Nicola walked to the first house that she found and used the phone to call her father.
Whew. Yeah.
So he held her a little longer, a lot longer, really.
That's up in your game. That's a whole new thing.
We're going to talk about the investigation pretty soon, but everybody's fucking terrified in these communities.
I'm sure, yeah.
Because from their standpoint, it's just so random. Mm-hmm. You go to bed, and then some guy who's been watching you all night breaks into your house almost immediately.
The following year, on Saturday, April 13th, 1991, 13-year-old Carmen Chan went for tennis lessons at the Camberwell Tennis Center, grabbed lunch with her mom at the bowling plaza, and spent some time studying alone at the library.
It's a long time in between. He's
Everything
really
we've
spacing
done
it out.
has been a year and a half to 2 years.
Yeah.
Which we'll get into the investigation, but almost makes you wonder, like, what's happening in the interim? Because each time he's also getting a little more bold.
Maybe he's in another country doing this.
Or just maybe doing little things. Mm-hmm. But, like, he went from, like, the home invasion and raping a girl to a home invasion and abducting a girl to a home invasion, taking a girl for 50 hours, sleeping next to her. It's just kind of each time ballsier and ballsier. You feel like there's maybe something going on in the interim that makes him feel like he's, bulletproof.
But still very measured because he's not really amping up the time frame, or it's not like he has to do it right away. A lot of time in between. What does that mean?
Yeah.
What's he doing?
But like even measured, but then he's just letting him go, which is just so weird.
It's not a ramp up that we might come to expect with other things we've talked about.
Yeah, it's different. It's very different.
Later on, friends of the family picked up Carmen and her younger sisters, Carly, age 9, and Karen, age 7, and took them to their family's restaurant, Ming's. They had dinner with their mom, Phyllis, and were seen playing outside. Around 6:30 p.m., one of the restaurant employees drove the girls back to their home on Sherples Road in Templestowe, where their dad, John, was waiting. An hour later, John headed off to work, leaving Carmen in charge of babysitting her sisters. So not uncommon at all, 13-year-old watching her sisters.
Yeah, absolutely.
9 and 7. No, that's all. That seems okay.
While Carmen and her sisters read stories and watched TV, Mr. Kroll, in a green-gray tracksuit and a brown balaclava, spray-painted their family car with "Payback Asian drug dealer, more to come," and "More anon, more to come." The Chan family, they're, obviously they're Asian, so this is like another ruse or like red herring kind of thing to throw people off, to make them think like maybe this is a drug thing.
Yeah.
Even though several doors were unlocked, Mr. Kroll decided to break in through a living room window. Around 8:40 p.m., when Carmen and Carly headed to the kitchen for a snack, Mr. Kroll surprised them with a kitchen knife. He grabbed the girls by their hair and led them to Carmen's bedroom, where Karen was hiding behind the door. He tied up and gagged the younger girls, locking them in a cupboard. Mr. Kroll pushed a bed against the door to keep them inside and told them that Carmen would be back. Carly and Karen remember hearing their sisters say, quote, "Don't do that," as Mr. Kroll took her away. After about 10 minutes, Karen and Carly managed to free themselves and called the restaurant to tell her father what happened. According to Phyllis, when she asked John what was wrong, he said nothing, told her to keep working, and he rushed home. So this is different too, because he didn't fuck around in the house at all. He just took Carmen and
Boom and gone.
yeah.
Yeah.
So now get to the investigation, kind of what's been going on this whole time. And now that he's taken a third child and he's ramped up every time, the Victorian state government is, everybody's like, we need to catch him before he kills someone, because he's going to keep doing this until he ends up killing someone, or we just don't get the kid back.
Yeah, eventually the plan's going to go awry and something really bad's going to happen.
The Victorian state government put up a $100,000 reward for info leading to the capture and arrest of Mr. Kroll. This bumped up the total reward to $300,000 because there were already 100,000 rewards for Nicola and Sharon's cases. More than 200 officers launched a big door-knocking operation, going to over 3,000 homes near where Carmen was taken, handing out flyers with case details, and they set up a command center in Templestowe. On April 24th, 1991, the FBI pitched in by giving Victoria police a profile of Mr. Cruel. This is criticized as being sloppy. The bit about confusing holidays that we'll talk about when we get into this, stuff like that. But their assessment included Mr. Cruel probably lives or works near where his first and last known attacks happened, like Lower Plenty or Templestowe. Has link to school uniforms and some incidents happening during school holidays, hints that he might work or have ties to a school. The Lower Plenty attack and Nicola Linus's abduction didn't happen during Victorian school holidays. So the FBI kind of fucked up on that. They were treating this like it was American holidays.
Oh, that seems pretty simple to...
You mean not everybody celebrates American Thanksgiving that we'll be doing in a few days?
Oh, boy.
I saw somebody from like NHL something was like, there's no NHL games this Thursday. Is America celebrating Thanksgiving? Or as we in Canada call it, Thursday. Oh, that was funny.
He might seem genuinely devoted to students, maybe getting awards or recognition that make him seem above suspicion. So he's an award-winning teacher, football coach, a youth mentor, or something like that. He would have kept homemade child pornography, including pictures and videos of his victims. He probably functions well in daily life, holding down a steady job, and comes across as polite, quiet, somewhat introverted, but a good neighbor that would sometimes take part in community activities. People close to him, though, they might have noticed changes in his behavior during one of the attacks or like in that same time frame. Unusual drinking, maybe a sudden interest in religion, missing work, or just seeming distracted and withdrawn.
Hello? Hello, God. It's me, Mr. Cruel. Kind of re-examining my priorities. Wondering if you're still up there. Can you hear me?
Interestingly enough, found a new hobby. Not sure you'd approve of it.
May have done some things you not so proud of. I'm looking to turn over a new leaf in life.
He's repented, Dave.
That's all that matters. Jeffrey Dahmer.
At least in our little fantasy here, he's repented.
Jeffrey Dahmer repented on his right before he died. He's up in heaven with all the people he ate, sitting right next to him, right next to Jesus.
Ted Bundy did too.
Yeah, same. That's all that matters.
It is what it is. We don't make the rules.
David Berkowitz did as well.
All of them, except Jesus, you're in. Forgive your sin, heaven, come on in.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
I'm waiting until the last possible second.
Well, you got to.
Yeah. I'm like, I believe I was just sticking around. See you in a second, Jesus.
All those bad
Loved you all along.
all that hardship you went through, that was just God testing you.
Yeah. So those footprints on the beach and only one set of prints, Jesus was carrying me. I know it. I knew it all along. I knew it. Bible babble. Come on. That was a joke. I was just dicking around. Come on, Jesus. Come on. You know I love you.
Come on, G's.
Come on.
Come on, buddy. Come on. You could take a joke.
Jesus, I kid. Jeez.
Jesus played the greatest prank of all time. He's got a good sense of humor. He's like, oh, you think I'm dead? Wait 3 days. Motherfuckers.
Guess who's back? Jesus back. Tell a friend.
He's got a great sense of humor.
On May 1st, Operation Spectrum was launched with Detective Inspector David Sprague leading the investigation. The next day, Phyllis Chan reached out to Mr. Cruel with an open letter, kind of appealing to his humanity. Like, I know you you have to have something in you. And she was calling him Mr. Kind instead of Mr. Cruel, begging for Carmen's release.
Had he already been dubbed Mr. Cruel by the press already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty early on. Also, Phyllis's initial plea for Carmen's return in the first press conference that's what I was talking about in the beginning, where I had to take a break for a bit because, like, I don't know if it was, I got a new strain of weed, so I was hitting that while I was watching stuff.
That was not the sentence I was expecting.
But like, I fucking felt it in my soul, and I'm like, I gotta turn it off because she wasn't even like really asking for her back. She's like holds up her dress and she's like, this is her favorite dress. She needs to come home and wear her dress. And I'm
humanizing her for him. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man, I can't watch any more of this.
Could you go to a petting zoo and like hug some animals or something?
I should have. That would have been great.
You're like, God damn it, why didn't I do that? Take the kids, go do that. The alpaca farm by us.
That's a good place.
Yeah. It's your happy place. You're like, that's a good place. When you turn 40, we're going to throw you a surprise birthday party at the alpaca farm.
I'd be down for that. That'd be super fun.
Like, oh, is this a kid's birthday? Nope. 40 years old. and he is going to love it.
On May 14th, police set up roadblocks near a bus stop where Carmen used to wait after school, thinking that Mr. Cruel might have started stalking her there because he talked about that to Nicola. Police stopped drivers, asked questions, and handed out flyers about her abduction. And real quick, that's a big part of the story is, I guess, how brave the first two victims, Nicola and Sharon, are, that they remembered all this stuff to be able to give all these tips. Like, they're the reason that we have all this information, you know? Like how she remembered how he said that he followed her home from school, you know?
Yeah.
So,
because you would think he would just be shaking in total terror the whole time, and you would have blocked all that out and not remembered anything.
Yeah. Because like Nicola, they were from England. So, you know, the family allowed Australian law enforcement to fly over and interview her again for more information and stuff. So, yeah, they did a lot for the investigation. There was also a flyer that was going around with the three girls on it, and police sent a smaller version of the Mr. Cruel poster to over 1.5 million homes in Victoria and took the campaign to New South Wales and South Australia, but still no major leads came up. Detective Sprague also began considering that Mr. Cruel might be linked to past crimes, kind of stuff building up to this. It seems like a drastic step forward. He's probably at least broken into a couple houses.
Sure. He's a criminal.
Maybe started as a peeping Tom.
Maybe. So go through some of these ones that are believed to be Mr. Cruel.
To be clear, I'm sorry. By the way, I apologize to all Toms for using that term, peeping Tom. I typically prefer to call it peeping Keiths, so I might use that moving forward. Don't be a peeping Keith. You're fucking weird.
First one's the Donvale incident around 10:30 p.m. on December 6th, 1985. So this is 2 years. This would be 2 years before the first confirmed Mr. Cruel attack. A woman in her 30s and her 17-year-old sister came back to their home in Donvale, not knowing that a man was already inside their house. The man had entered through a back door and was waiting, armed with a long barrel pistol, described as, quote, rusty silver revolver. He caught the older sister in the living room and forced her into a bedroom. He used pantyhose to tie her up. He used pantyhose to tie up the younger sister and locked her in a wardrobe before attacking the older sister in a different room, again, sexually assaulting her. The man was described as slim, in his late 20s to early 30s, clean-shaven, with a muscular chest and a polite, well-educated accent, but still Australian. He stayed in the house for another 90 minutes after the attack, stealing money and ripping the phone from the wall before leaving.
Oh, we've heard that MO before.
Warrendite, a 31-year-old woman, was attacked in her home at 11:10 p.m. on December 4th, 1985. A man came out from a walk-in wardrobe armed with a gun while the woman was getting ready for bed. That is fucking terrifying that he's waiting in the house of somebody.
Dude.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me want to go home and like open my closets and start like punching inside there.
Start throwing hands. Angie's gonna be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Every nook and cranny every night before you go to bed, right?
This story made me so paranoid writing this outline, staying up late at night, typing and shit.
But, fuck.
He raped her before fleeing, and the attacker wore a balaclava, gloves, and tan-covered overalls. He was described as 30 to 40 years old with a pale complexion, medium build, and broad shoulders.
Very consistent with the descriptions.
The balaclava, every time.
What happens if the next time Ian's really high at home, we sneak into his house and
I don't think I want to. He's ready to go.
walk out from the other room with the balaclava on and zip ties in our hand?
When he's super high, so he's like not even moving quickly.
Don't even pay it. You're imagining this. That's not Mike's penis in his hand. Look away.
This fucking trauma. If he comes at us, we'll throw sponges at him. He'll eat those. That'll
Just
distract
throw
him.
me off.
Hungry? Lost?
Oh God.
There's the next one's the Hampton abduction, and there's even an escalation in these crimes. This one's in February 1985. A 14-year-old girl was taken from her Hampton home around 9 p.m. by a man wearing a balaclava. She was tied up, blindfolded, and driven to an empty construction site where she was sexually assaulted. The man let her go in a parking lot behind nearby at 2:10 a.m., telling her to count to 100 before taking off her blindfold. He also said that before to, is that his first victim? Where he told her to count to 100.
Yeah.
And he warned her to not take off that blindfold. Count to 100 before you do it. And he told her, quote, "My liberty, my freedom is more important than your life." And then he tried to mislead her by claiming, quote, "Your dad's fooling around with my wife." He also said he had broken into her house weeks before the abduction and was able to look around at everything. So that's where the investigation is. That at this point, they have Carmen Chan is missing. She's the longest that Mr. Cruel has held a victim so far. And they're realizing that, oh no, this guy's been at this at least since 1985. And he's just progressed more and more.
Yeah.
The longer Carmen's missing, the worse, the chances of her being returned safe.
Yeah. How long has it been at this point? A couple days?
Months. We're going to be getting into July.
Oh.
So she's like months.
Wow. Yeah, that's a different scenario. Scenario, if you're Mike.
No way. I'm not a loser. I want to say scenario. Are you trying to say scenario? And you're saying scenario.
Nar.
That is not correct.
Scenario.
We're getting into, a couple months of Carmen being missing. The Chans were desperate for some communication with Mr. Cruel, and they decided to take a direct approach by sending an open letter asking him to contact them through a private postal address. They were thinking maybe if the police weren't a part of this communication, Mr. Cruel would talk, because at this point, the Chans they don't care if Mr. Cruel is caught or not. They just want Carmen home. They don't give a fuck what happens to him. They just want their daughter back.
Of course.
The police didn't comment on this. I'm sure that they didn't love it, but I mean, what are you going to do? We've covered on this show for the past 6 years how just fucking awful people can be. And of course, this was exploited. We're 4 months into her missing. Peter Allen Reed, a prisoner serving 21 years for killing a police officer, teamed up with a Federal Protective Services officer, Vincent D. Piola. So it's the same thing over here. He's like a fucking prison guard.
Mm-hmm.
They came up with a plot to take advantage of the Chans. Reed made 6 phone calls to John Chan, demanding $15,000 and threatening that if he didn't pay, he'd never see Carmen again, even going as far as threatening John's life. John agreed to the demand, and Reed told DiPiola to pick the money up from a drop-off spot. But there was no money there because the police had secretly been listening in on the Chan's calls. Both Reed and DiPiola were arrested. I couldn't find how long they went away for or what the actual punishment was. But man, what a fucking heartless thing to do.
I hope it's a long time. Jeez.
Maybe they just, because you didn't hear anything, maybe the police just got him and turned him into like kangaroo food.
I'd be okay with that.
It's not.
Dave's like, I approve of that. I approve of that punishment. Let's go off the books on this one.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to go off the books.
Off the books.
Thankfully, the police were listening too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they fucking busted these guys.
You also probably, if you're the pieces of shit in that one, whatever their names were, like, do you not suspect that the police might be listening into the Chan's phone calls, given that they just put out an open plea to speak to this guy?
One might think. That's super criminal, so.
No, they're not. That's why one of them's in jail. Was already in prison.
For killing a cop, of all things.
Yeah.
On April 9th, 1992, so this is, right around a year after Carmen had been missing or had been abducted, a man stumbled upon a shallow grave with a human skull near the State Electricity Commission terminal in Thomastown, about 12.5 miles from Templestone. The police dug up more bones, and the skull had 3 bullet holes. The remains turned out to be Carmen, and it happened, they found out just as her family was getting ready to hold a press conference for the year anniversary of her abduction. Detective Sprague thinks that Mr. Kroll probably killed Carmen after she saw his face. He points towards how in that one suspected case, he said, "My freedom is more important than your life." And Phyllis Chan agrees that Carmen would have tried to get the blindfold off and fight back, which it seems like his MO isn't killing. So maybe she did see his face and
interrupted his plan, and he made other plans.
After her murder, Detective Sprague speculated that Mr. Kroll might have been dealing with anxiety, stress, guilt, something like that, and might have reached out to a therapist.
Really?
Maybe.
Okay. That's a stretch.
I think it's also based on the FBI's profile, too.
Okay.
Because they recommended that he might be, even turning to God and shit, like we talked about. So that
don't let him in, Jesus. Don't let him in.
It's too
lying.
Late. Too late.
Mr. Kroll's already there.
Well, I'm just saying, if he repented, you can't fix that even if he's still alive.
It's a loophole.
Accepted Jesus.
It's a loophole. Can't get around it.
So the task force reached out to 10,000 registered doctors in Victoria, asking them to consider breaking patient confidentiality if they thought they had any relevant information. Dr. Paul Hemming, president of the Victorian branch of the Australian Medical Association, backed the letter. Seems like a really bold move, and when I was looking through news articles about this was a very debated tactic.
Look, if I'm spilling my soul to my shrink and they say, I wonder if this guy's the guy, and there's, giving away my secrets and stuff. It's not what I signed up for, right?
Yeah, you also killed the kid.
I mean, just if it's not, I'm just a weird guy. And
you're saying you're the average everyday person.
Yeah, this might be the guy. He's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'd probably sit there and be like, oh man, I hope they don't think it's me. Yeah. What did I ever tell them that would think it's me?
Exactly. But you get a bunch of shrinks spilling your secrets. That's not cool. It's gonna put people off of psychiatrists for a long time, right?
I'm gonna go on a limb and say I 100% support this.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
The way that
I'm sorry. I cut
go
you
ahead.
off. I've talked to therapists before. I don't think I would mind this one bit. I also have a clear conscience when it comes to that.
Sure
ahead.
about that?
I'm sorry, I cut you off.
sure about
man.
that, pervert?
The vibe I got from like the news, articles and anything I watched on this was kind of like willing to burn everything down to find him and to stop this guy.
Because if you're one of those therapists that comes forward, like that's the end of your professional career.
Yeah.
Probably, I mean, unless you're absolutely right.
Unless it's anonymous.
Yeah, I guess I don't know how that works, but
I would hope it would be anonymous.
well, it would be anonymous until the cops came to your door. And you're like,
like,
oh, that
oh,
fucking shrink.
Like, God damn it. Fucking knew Dr. Keith was a son of a bitch.
Now, well, your own fault for going to a Dr. Keith. Well, if that's his first name. If that's our last name, okay, that's fine.
Call your doctor. Like, hey, did you tell the cops about my penchant for lollipops and sundresses? Dr. Keith's like, no.
I also like that he doesn't even go by his last name. He just goes by Dr. Keith because he's a fucking
Dr.
Keith.
On January 27th, 1993, police shared some fresh insights about Mr. Cruel. They released sketches of a bedroom and bathroom based on Sharon and Nicola's memories. Detective Sprague hoped that someone in the public would recognize the bedroom or bathroom from the sketches. The bedroom had beige or cream carpet, peach-colored curtains, a double bed with a matching peach-colored headboard, and an orange lamp with a striped lemon shade, giving a late 80s vibe. It also had a bookcase or cabinet covered with a dark blanket and a radio that was always playing. So again, like super specific details from these girls. The bathroom was unique too because it had a shower that you could only get to by passing a wash basin. Plus it had a bathtub. The house also had a driveway on the right side, a few steps leading to the front door, and was located on a quiet street with little traffic. Detective Sprague said that they never released this stuff earlier because they didn't want Mr. Cruel to change the house's interior before they could find the house. Which I think that makes sense. That's very specific, like peach-colored stuff and everything.
Yeah. If you get wind of that, you're going to remodel your house.
You don't need whatchamacallit from California releasing that information.
Right, yeah.
Who the fuck was that?
Feinstein.
Yeah. With the
shoes.
God, I'm forgetting everything tonight. The
Richard Ramirez.
Night Prowler guy.
Yes.
Richard Ramirez, that's right.
Night Stalker.
Night Prowler is the fantastic AC/DC song
That's right.
that they attributed to him. Night Stalker.
Yeah, she talked about the white shoes, and he was like, nope.
No.
Threw those
Get
right
rid of
off the
those.
bridge.
Thanks, Diane.
Oh, right. Gave him a layup on that one.
She was about as useful at the end of her life as a senator who was couldn't form a sentence and was almost 90 years old.
Yeah, it's questionable.
Yeah, very.
Corpses, am I right? Let's elect them to federal government.
A lot of corpses in the Senate, man. There's time for some age restrictions here.
All of the federal government, really. But yeah, I agree with that. 100%.
Like
If there's a minimum age, there should be a maximum age.
Yeah.
I've said that for a while, though.
like 72 or something.
You're
like
nicer
that.
than me. 35 to 65 to be
That's it,
elected.
huh?
To be elected. That's what I always said for president. Because you have to be 35 to be elected. I think it should be capped at 65.
I think
All
that's
federal
fair.
offices.
Well, I have never really thought about it with all federal offices. Maybe you could be a little more lenient with that. Because I think you can be younger than 35 to be elected to the House of Representatives and Senate and stuff. So maybe a little more leniency with that. I'd be okay with that. But there certainly should be something, I think.
Absolutely.
We just fixed all of America's problems.
All right.
Good job, guys. That's a good day's work. Let's just end it here. Ain't gonna get any better.
I have lots of good ideas. Come see me again. I'll tell you all about them some other time. What's his name? Chuck Grassley filed for re-election, right? That motherfucker's like 86, 88 years old. Dude.
I think just constituents need to be mindful of that when voting for people.
Fuck, man.
Age is, you got to be thinking about that. Like the same way I'm not going to vote for a 14-year-old or an 18-year-old to be in a government position. I'm not going to vote for a 78-year-old to be in a government position.
Never.
Like, I'm not trying to be ageist towards old people, both ways. I want someone that's in the prime of their life that's going to have a sharp mind and run this country.
Has some skin in the game.
Yeah. Not skin underneath their neck.
Like, you ain't going to be around in 10 years, motherfucker. You shouldn't
Right.
be making decisions that are going to affect us in 10 years.
Preach.
Period.
Church is in session. Let's talk about it. You guys want to take this on a whole new route? Let's fix it.
I sure don't.
The government.
So even though the task force looked into 30,000 homes around Melbourne Airport, detectives still believed the house was near there under a flight path of some sort. By June of 1993, Operation Spectrum had scaled down from 40 officers to just 10. Detective Sprague also stepped away to run a detective training school. He said that this case had taken over his life and like he had to find a way to move on to like this just absorbed everything that he did was, trying to find Mr. Cruel. In early 1995, Phyllis Chan was attacked after a long shift at their restaurant, the Chan's restaurant. She was ambushed outside her home around 12:30 a.m., hit with some type of a wooden object, and robbed of the restaurant's money. How it's reported is she begged, she said that, "I'm Carmen Chan's mother, like I've been through enough." The attacker kept hitting her in the head with whatever this object was before running off. Phyllis needed surgery, 60 stitches, and spent a week in the hospital recovering from this. And the attacker turned out to be a former employee of the restaurant.
Oh, come on.
It's fucking brutal, man.
Man.
In April 2016, journalist Keith Moore.
Boo. Keith, boo.
I was confused for a second. I'm like, oh no.
You know this guy, Mike?
No, but I don't. Nothing he says is credible.
He did some digging around and uncovered the Sierra Files. It was a Victoria Police dossier naming 7 main suspects in the Mr. Cruel case who couldn't be ruled out during Operation Spectrum. One of these suspects was Dr. Brian Allen Elkner, a former university professor and convicted sex offender. He did an interview with Moore in 2016, and Elkner admitted that he was the primary suspect. Elkner started his career teaching at Yelmer High and the University of New South Wales, then moved to Hampton in 1972. That year, he joined the University of Melbourne as a French literature teacher. Between 1972 and 1974, Elkner attacked 6 females, 5 teenage girls, and a young married woman in their homes. He tied them up, threatened them with a knife, and sexually assaulted them, sometimes cutting their clothes with scissors.
Bonjour. Bonsoir.
In 1974, Elkner got a 10-year prison sentence for rape, 3 counts of indecent assault, assault with intent to rape, and another assault charge. During his trial, the government psychiatrist, Dr. Alan Austin Bartholomew, wasn't optimistic about Elkner's rehabilitation, said that he should never be released. I think it's probably like one of those things over here where there's just maximum sentences. You can't just lock someone away forever. Right. Mm-hmm. So Elkner was released in 1979 and moved back to Hampton, where 2 of Mr. Cruel's suspected early attacks took place in 1985. Later, he moved to Thornbury and spent the 80s running marathons and working as a freelance writer. During Operation Spectrum, detectives searched Elkner's home and found a knife and balaclava hidden in the roof. However, Elkner claimed he was at his brother's wedding during one of the Mr. Cruel attacks. He was questioned for 12 hours, but never charged. Detective Sprague has since his dossier had come out, said that he believed Elkner was the most likely suspect, but could never definitively prove it.
Bonjour. Sounds like it. Oui, oui. Oui, oui, monsieur.
That balaclava, why is that hidden in the roof?
Yeah. Did it match the color of any of the ones that
I didn't see that anywhere. But that's a really fucking specific thing to hide.
Oh.
The other 6 suspects from the Sierra files weren't publicly named, but some of the details of them have surfaced through Keith Moore's reporting. The details really aren't that thorough, like nothing that we can really get into. It's just their ages and where they lived in Australia for the most part.
Everyone's a suspect in Australia.
And everyone's probably guilty of something. Just a matter of what you're going to get them on.
When you come from a penal colony residence, you're always going to be a penal colony descendant.
Criminals is criminals.
Ancestry.com says so. You're 100% criminal.
That's just what it says.
That's
It's like
comes
not even
back.
like a description. It just says 100% criminal.
That's it. It's a pie chart. It's just full criminal.
They're like, oh, nar!
No.
We're really going to town on that one.
I have a couple of things here at the end that when I was writing the outline, I didn't put them in, or I found them afterwards. I can't remember which, but I threw these in at the end just to consider when we're talking about like who a suspect could be or something like that. On July 7th, 1988, the Sun newspaper featured an article titled Mother Battles Blanket Blaze, along with a photograph of Julie Wells and her 4 daughters. Remember that Sharon? That's the girl that was the first one to be taken. The story was on a fire caused by a faulty electrical blanket. Some people have speculated that this photo might have gotten Mr. Cruel's attention to Sharon Wells. If that's what caught his attention to her, he waited nearly 6 months before attacking. So he probably watched her for
Interesting.
a long time. He told Nicole Linus, quote, "You will be taken to the hospital and they will test you. You will be examined by a police surgeon. They'll be looking for evidence to link me to you and they won't find anything." That was after he made her floss and all that stuff. So he has to have some forensic knowledge.
Or at least he was a regular viewer of forensic files.
Was that going on in the 80s? Was that?
No, I don't.
If you're talking like that in 88,
Yes.
that seems,
Very early for that.
yeah. He could tie advanced knots while wearing rubber gloves like that, like those kitchen ones. And he was confident enough in those knots to leave adult victims tied up in other rooms. So that's when people point towards like a military background or something.
Yeah. You got to be confident in your knots to tie people up and just go in the other room and assume they can't get out of them.
I mean, for real, like John is a grown man. Like the 3 of us, like imagine a guy coming in and tying you up and you can't fucking get out of those knots and he's comfortable enough just to leave you laying there.
I am not confident in my knots. No one's ever accused me of being a Nazi.
And working with knots is not always easy. Like when you like working with balloon knots, I mean, sometimes they're dry and it's hard to work with those knots. You gotta
Sometimes you just
loosen it up.
Sometimes you just got to spit on them,
Yeah,
Dave, and just working on them. Tell them to relax. Put them in the sleeper hold. Tell them to relax. Shh, relax. Clearly, those 3 bottles of wine and Xanax aren't working. Like, put you in the sleeper hold.
breathe a little deeper, and the balloon knots will be a lot easier to work with.
Oh,
That is the story of Mr. Cruel.
I am not a fan of Mr. Cruel one bit.
it's weird to think that he could just listen to this episode.
Who knows what happened to him?
Long time ago, but sure,
I mean, we were all alive during this time.
I was.
Yeah. Oh, I believe from the first one that we discussed, 87 out, we were both alive.
Yeah.
Not that we did it. We were 1 year old, but
You would think that he
it's
may
very
be
likely he could be alive.
like he got sent to jail for something else, or he died or something. Like,
That's what you would hope.
yeah.
Or he was just there on business or work and went back to England or somewhere else.
I find it hard to believe that the killing Carmen scared him enough to never do this again.
Remember, they also said that he didn't have an accent.
That's true,
So
they
he
said,
could have been kayfabing it, but
Yeah. That's true. They put him down as Australian. Could have moved to a different part of the country.
It certainly seems like there's probably more crimes he committed that just haven't been attributed to him yet.
Well, I suspect we're never going to figure it out. Because we always talk these days about how a lot of crimes are going to get solved with Ancestry.com and whatnot. But this guy seems very careful, and they didn't collect any DNA on any of this, right?
No, there was some evidence that could have been tested potentially in some of those suspected attacks, but none of it was kept. It had either gotten lost or thrown out, whatever. So there is nothing to test.
Wouldn't that be the ultimate OT episode, though?
Caught Mr.
They
Cruel.
fucking pull this someone off.
No shit.
Yeah, he had to have gotten locked up or died. That's my opinion, because I find it hard to believe.
Because it just stopped.
Yeah, that him killing Carmen Chan scared him or affected him enough to stop doing this.
Yeah. That makes sense, yeah. Oh, this other guy really fit the bill here. Whatever happened to that guy?
That guy's still alive.
He's just chilling in Australia? What was his name? Elkner?
Yeah, no.
Well, he was, as of 2016, he was locked up, no?
No, he was locked up in the 70s.
Yeah.
He was running marathons, and he's a freelance writer in the 80s.
Yeah, he's living his life.
I'm not Mr. Cruel. I'm Mr. Nice Guy. That's not me.
I guess I had misunderstood it. Thought we can cut this, but I thought he was still locked up because that's why he was giving the interview. Why the fuck would you give that interview then?
Yeah, I don't know.
If you're still, why would you do this if you were free?
He misses the spotlight.
Yeah, weirdo.
I mean, seems like the guy, right?
He had a fucking balaclava hidden in his roof with a knife.
I mean, good chance it's that guy.
Were those also common for crimes over there back then? Like if you're holding up a liquor store, would you just wear one of those too? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, perhaps.
It's not common for us, but I don't know. And based on nobody else, sure. I think he's my number one suspect.
Yeah, we don't know anything else about the other ones. There was a website I found. I'll link it here if anybody wants to go through and read it. But about suspect number 2 on this dossier. And they really dig into this fucking guy, and it's just stuff that I wasn't comfortable putting into our show because it's very speculative, and
Okay, that's fair.
this person's name hasn't been released. And I talked about Elkner because he gave a interview and talked about this shit.
Yeah.
He's free game. The other guy, not so much.
Unfortunately, I think that's the end of the road. I don't think we're going to find out who Mr. Cruel was.
I'm going to go on a limb. I think it was Santa Bill.
Interesting.
Seems to have a thing for little girls. It adds up. Oh, it adds up.
Didn't Santa Bill die right around the time this last crime was committed? Can we look at Santa Bill's passport history?
What was the year of the last crime?
91.
No, that was
What was John Bonet? 90 what?
95.
5, I think.
Oh.
He was just getting started, Santa Bill, at that point.
But maybe
But I think Santa Bill died in 2002.
Oh, I thought it was right after.
No, I think it was a few years later. Let me look that up. I don't know why I'm thinking 2002, but that's what I had in my head.
Oh, I'm Santa Bill.
When you type in Santa Bill John Bonet, one of our posts pops up on X. Is the first thing.
Really?
Yeah, well, I was getting ready to say, I'm like, this is a really fucking creepy picture of this guy, and then it's our post.
There you go.
When? 2002.
Well, okay. All right. Well, there goes that theory.
John Bonet was in 1996.
Okay.
Any other thoughts? Any final thoughts on this one?
Lock your fucking doors and your windows.
And that's
I guess.
No
terrifying.
fucking shit, man.
Pay attention to your safety. I feel like there's always a fine line between fear mongering and live in reality, and paying it. And then I don't know.
You got to live in the world you live in, not the world you want to live in.
Yeah, that's for sure.
You're going to get steamrolled if you don't. So, yeah. Lock your fucking door. Like, not much else you can do.
But even then, like this guy was breaking in windows too.
Yeah. I mean, you have to sleep. You can't stay awake all night and guard your...
This is not
Probably
Nightmare on
can't do
Elm
that.
Street.
Yeah. There's some measures you can take, though.
It seems like a dog is usually a good deterrent for some of these guys. They seem to avoid dogs.
Nobody wants to deal with a
A
dog.
lot of them.
100%.
Israel Keys, he said that in his interview that a dog was just, he wouldn't even touch it.
Yeah. One of the easiest security system things you can get. Mm-hmm. Or electrify your whole perimeter of your house. So
Now we're
anyone
talking.
that tries to climb in just gets killed.
Do like a Home Alone
killed.
kind of thing.
Yeah, some booby traps. I like to put Christmas ornaments under my windows.
There you go.
So if you step in, good luck, your shredded foot.
Put like that iron thing that heats up the doorknob.
Yeah,
So when someone grabs
Now you're
it, burns
talking.
them.
real hot. You step in the front door, there's gonna be an iron right in your face.
As there should be.
Yeah. Paint cans swinging down the steps.
Yep.
Watch your fucking back. All right, Dave, what do you got for us on Patreon?
Thank you to new patrons Easy to Bend Noodle, Michael Donnarummo, Casey, Axel Berlin, Ashley Ortiz, Kimberly Rashutica, Kinky Red, The Unusual Artist, Kanoa Nefer, Mothman's Wop, Wing Ass Proportion, Eric Upchurch, Rachel Kern, Sean Hanyon, Justin Booth, Mr. Cummy Plane of the AMS, Kimberly Totaro, Stacy, Envious Warlock, Jonathan Rodriguez, Jonathan Glenn, I Miss the Old Kanye. So does Ian, pal. So does Ian. Dr. Harry B. Vers, expert gynecologist.
Ooh.
Oh,
Some competition, Dave.
thank you, new patrons.
Ian, anything on your end?
This week on Straight Edge, Dave, you did Albert Fish.
Love that guy. Love his
Yeah.
work. He was a real master of his trade.
Welcome to our child abuse week on Necronomipod.
Another
And-
uplifting individual.
Oh my
Cool
God.
Media.
What a maniac.
Well, go listen to that on Necro Straight Edge.
Do it. Do it now.
Anything else on your end, Dave?
Well, sort of a big announcement on Patreon. They've instituted the ability to provide gift memberships to people.
It's about damn time.
Yeah, it's been something people have been asking about for a long time. So starting now, you can go to patreon.com/necronomipod/gift. And you can gift a membership to Patreon, to our Patreon account for that special someone in your life.
Just in time for the holiday
seasons.
season.
Holiday seasons are coming up. You can gift a anywhere from a 1 month to 12-month subscription to the Necronomipod Patreon. How about that?
Can we post a link then in the show description too?
We absolutely can.
You can even do like just super random. Like you can give 7 months if you want to.
You can give 7 months. You can give 2 months. Anything you want, from anywhere from 1 to 12.
If you only love them 6 months worth, give them 6 months.
Yeah, if you think you're going to have a riff in 6 months, you don't want to pay for anything past that. So,
right.
yeah, cap it.
Or just do something super specific, like 4. Something really weird.
Then you're done. Cut them off. 4 and done.
4 months. And if I don't have a ring on my finger, fuck off, bucko.
Smart.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's a
Patreon.
bargaining chip. It's a bargaining chip.
And say, hey, if I get that ring, then maybe I'll renew that subscription.
Up that
for
to
you.
a full year. How about that, buddy boy? How about that, buddy boy? Yeah.
So yeah, make your special someone's Christmas dreams come true.
All kind of good stuff on there to listen to.
Oh, years and years. It's a treasure trove, literally.
That is no joke.
We've been doing that shit since
2019.
Yeah.
Fall of. So it's been 5 years. There's 5 years of content.
we grind on Patreon. There's a lot there. So
Good stuff going on there.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/necronomipod/gift. you can find all your gift subscription options available.
And at this point, they still have to put in the web address, right? You can't search us on Patreon.
That's true.
Patreon.com/Necronomipod to find our page. Patreon.com/Necronomipod/gift to get to the gift page. They don't allow
I found
adult content, which we are listed as.
Yeah.
They don't allow adult content to just be searched.
I've seen varying results with that. Sometimes it's just like 10 shows down. You just have to scroll down. It's not the first result entry like it should be.
That's
but
weird.
It's very strange.
Yeah. When you're searching our name and we're tense,
Right. And it's like the picture's grayed out.
something's
Or like,
wrong here.
yeah, exactly. Like it's not pornography. What are you doing?
Yeah,
Like,
like
what
this
is
isn't OnlyFans. You're not going to see pictures of our buttholes.
Yeah, what do
Not
you think
yet.
we're doing here?
Yeah, exactly. Telling poop jokes, man. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the gist of it.
Penis and poop jokes.
And they can buy those. They can buy those gifts as of now. Correct?
It's open and ready to go.
As of the moment you hear this.
Instructions available on the page. We'll tell you how it works and what you need to do. Absolutely.
If you're one of our patrons that gets this episode early, you can buy it right now. Probably have it in time for Black Friday.
Yep.
I'll throw a link in the description of the show as well.
Probably
Yeah.
a good idea. Yeah.
I mean, the only caveat is that you can't obviously buy a gift subscription for someone who already is an active patron.
Yeah.
So other than that, which makes sense.
Yeah.
They're already a patron. They don't need your gift subscription. Get it for your friend that's not.
Yeah.
Bring them on board.
Clue them into what they're missing.
Yeah.
All the good shit. All right. Anything else?
That's all I got.
We good?
Yeah, I'm good.
We are on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at Necronomipod, Patreon.com/Necronomipod, Patreon.com/Necronomipod/gift, Amazon.com for all of our merch, and Necronomipod.com.
All right, you guys ready for a cool down beer?
Cheers.